యూట్యూబ్ లైవ్ కూడా వస్తుంది క్లియర్‌గానే. Shall we start?
Okay. Okay, Santosh, everything is fine?
Okay, sir. All is fine.
Okay, fine. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening, friends, all the student friends on today's discussion. And I also invite all my friends who are on YouTube Live. Discussion today in this masterclass is a personal goal setting, crafting mission statements, and effective strategies for success. So yesterday we have seen in the last session, we have seen on the self-monitoring and self-analysis and self-change. So if you're there with some amount of tools, to go in for self-monitoring, you're willing to monitor yourself. Yes, you're there for self-analysis. So your self-analysis should be radically accurate so that you can define yourself and then you can think of changing yourself again. So again, in self-analysis, you should be doing an accurate analysis as far as possible. Again, should not be very obsessive. That is analysis, and ultimately analysis becomes paralysis. You need to understand where you need to stop and define yourself, and then set things for change process. Having said that, you have something now to track your progress with the help of your personal goal setting. Let's examine what is this process of personal goal setting and what is the importance of mission statements you have, personal mission statements, and how to craft a personal mission statement. And we try to define certain important effective strategies for your success story in future. Let us get into the discussion now. Personal goal setting is very important. This goal setting process involves identifying specific, desired, achievement oriented goals in various areas of life, such as your career, your personal growth, your health status, your relationships, your financial stability, whatnot. So, in every field of activity, you need to be getting up yourself, your resources, so that you will be at an advantageous position to achieve your targets fixed. Now, the importance of this personal goal setting is first one is about aligning personal and professional ambitions you have. See, you have an ambition and how to reach that particular ambition. So, this kind of personal goal setting helps in setting a clear path for both career and personal life. It's very, very essential for busy people because in the fast paced world here, we have different things to make, different things to achieve, and all. So, your personal goal setting process with some sort of clarity aligns personal and professional ambitions. The second important advantage is that it measures progress. Yes, if you can have a very clear goal process and if it offers benchmarks to gauge advancements, means that you can stop somewhere and analyze and gauge whether you have advanced sufficiently well or not, or what to do, what not to do here. And this helps you your motivation very high. So because you're measuring progress and you know where you're going right or wrong and all that, that keeps you moving and your motivation is said to be very high. Third point here is it boosts confidence and motivation. Yeah, it is. Achieving a set goals provides a sense of accomplishment. See, if you don't set goals, what is that you want to do? So if you would like to achieve, first set goals. So this goal setting process again helps you to achieve the set goals, whereby that kind of sense of accomplishment. So you feel very, very satisfied by accomplishing these goals. And it increases your resilience power, strength of looking at future very clearly and try to achieve goals. Say, for example, you being an MBA student, planning to a transition into a leadership role in a good company, in a good consulting firm, for example, you need to set goals related to what sort of skills that are necessary for us to define yourself to be a management consultant, and what sort of networking that we need to do in order to skill upgradation, and internships you need to do to guide your journey to enter into an MNC or a consulting firm here. So the benefits of goal setting, first of all, we have already told you clarity and focus. Clear goals help prioritize tasks and focus on what matters most. The first one. The second one, as I've already told, it's motivation and engagement. You clearly define your goals that provide purpose and reason to pursue these. And especially during challenging times, this helps you a lot. Where to go, where not to go, and all. Then this goal setting process helps you to track progress. Progress can be trackable, mind it, having measurable goals, and you need to go for regular check-ins whether we have achieved it or not, to what extent and all. And of course, making the achievements very visible, that can be supporting your motivational spirits. And it embraces discipline, mind it. Goals create routines and habits that support continuous improvement. You're not going hither and thither. You will be reaching the goal in a systematic fashion where you're very sure to clearly path your ways. Say for example, you being an MBA student, set a daily study goal. How much study hours you need to maintain, and what are the subjects you need to prioritize, and all, to manage your workloads effectively and reduce end of semester stress. So you don't postpone things, without clarity, and all that becomes very difficult thing. First start with difficult subjects, and next comes whatever you feel it convenient. So this kind of tracking hours and study topics covered weekly to stay on the track, to avoid certain important stress levels at the end of the examination. So then, having said that about the personal goal setting process and the importance and the benefits, what's your personal mission statement? As a students of management, you can understand what is a vision and what is a mission statement for any organization as such. Vision is futuristic. The organization thinks futuristically, looking at after 5 years what would be our fate, where we will position ourselves after 10 years, after 5 years. Mission statement is, having visualized the vision, you need to define yourself, your presence in the market, by clearly identifying day-to-day parameters, day-to-day activities as such. So that's your mission, what is to be done now. So, a concise declaration reflecting an individual's core purpose, values, and desired impact. So, for you also, you need to have a mission statement. What is that I want to become for over a period of time? So, a purpose of a personal mission statement is it aligns actions with values. You have a value, and your actions will have to align with your values. It ensures that efforts support deeper personal values. Yes, definitely, because you need to define very clearly what is what, and this kind of personal mission statements, writing of personal mission statements, really help you. And the mission statement serves as a guiding principle. It helps prioritize decisions and actions, whatever you take. Very important. So, for example, suppose you want to become an entrepreneur. So how do you write your personal mission statement? Say, for example, here is the example: to create impactful and sustainable solutions for environmental issues through innovative technology. This is your mission statement you're working for. So after a few years of your entrepreneurial venture, what is that you want to do? Yes, I am answering certain environmental issues. I create some impact in creating sustainable solutions through innovative technology. See what is that you are for. So this statement keeps you all focused and motivated. That's why your personal mission statement comes. So how do you craft your personal mission statement? That's something interesting. So how do you define your personal mission statement? Of course, depending upon your desires, your likes and dislikes, and all. It's not that you all should become an entrepreneurs or all should be working for your own, entering into corporate jobs or whatever. Up to you to handle yourself. But then, how do you craft your personal mission statement? The first one is identify your core values. At least these three, five values you prioritize. For example, integrity, innovation, service. What is that you want to have? So first of all, define your core values. I want to become an entrepreneur. I want to innovate. So I want to go in an innovative way, or I want to serve the people. So I want to get into Indian administrative service. So that's it's absolutely for you to prioritize what you're supposed to have. Identify your core values, then define long-term aspirations. See, don't stop somewhere when you identify core values and stop there. No, envision where you see yourself in 5-10 years. For example, you are going to complete your MBA program by next year. I mean, with few months or so, whatever it is, by 2025 you're ready with a master's in business administration qualification. Now what you're supposed to do now after this? Would you like to opt for a career in management and executive positions in organizations, or choosing a job or whatever? And what type of job you want to choose, and what job specifications are, and what are the requirements that you need to do for attend to all these requirements? So define long-term aspirations, not for just an entry level. After 5 years, what I am supposed to be. After 10 years, what I'm supposed to be. So start from the beginning itself. That kind of visualization can help you to grow in the careers minded. Then incorporate passions and talents. See, you cannot sacrifice your passion. Somebody wants to enter into Indian administrative service or Indian police service. You are admired. You admire for that kind of positions, as a matter of fact. Or something like you might be having some talents to pursue a particular thing to go into. For example, you are just interested in some fashion designing or whatever it is. So look at that fashion designing areas to operate. So think about what you are naturally drawn to, and your skills also. See, passion is something, skill is something else. If you just have you should not stop at identifying your passion without taking cognizance of what are the skills that you are supposed to have in order to achieve your passion. So that's very important. The next would be drafting the statement in clear terms. Now you combine your values, your aspirations, and the skills into one sentence or two sentences so that it can identify your goal process very clearly, as a matter of fact. So this look at this statement. This is only a sample statement. It's not like it's only the statement that you need to take. This is an example for all of us to understand. To empower small businesses with data driven financial insights, fostering growth and resilience. See here that you want to enter into small business, or you are empowering small business houses. How? With data driven financial insights. Say, for example, you're a student of financial management specialization as such. What do you want to say? I would like to give financial insights into small business houses, fostering growth and resilience. Look at this statement. See, this is what personal mission statement, what we mean. Of course, you need not be so clear in terminology and all that, but you should have in mind what exactly you want to do when you would like to enter into either employment market or business scenarios or whatever. So this kind of exercise of crafting your personal mission statement aligns with a finance student's skills and long-term goals. See, that's what I mean. See, as a student of MBA in financial management, I want to do this. So this is how it goes. Just like that, any student of any specialization can visualize your personal mission statements. Now, what are the components of personal mission statement? First of all, you should have a vision. You should look into future minded. So nobody should never ever think of bleak future for you. No, absolutely no. There is a bright future for all of you, because that's in the world is so wide that you can enjoy n plus one number of opportunities in the market. The ultimate life goal or impact you wish to achieve is your vision. Never forget that. So develop your vision. Then purpose. Now when you have visualized your vision and realized your passion, then ask yourself why, the reason behind your aspirations. So I want to become Indian Administrative Service Officer. Okay, fine, it's absolutely fine. Then question yourself just for a while why I should be. So you can identify some purpose. See, I want to serve the nation. I want to set the things right straight, something like that. See, I want to become my objective is by say by the end of 10-15 years, I would like to become somewhere around senior vice president and CEO of an organization. Fine, it is, but then ask yourself why. There's a reason behind your aspirations, why you're trying to become that. So that enhances your the need for upgrading your skills and all that. If your answer becomes yes I can to the questions why, you can have very good answers for that, then of course your personal mission statement is half complete. So your values, the core principles that guide your actions and decisions, mind it. I want to become XYZ, fine, but then define your core principles that guide your actions and decisions. Without that, again, it becomes a vacuum again. So, for example, an executive, a business executive might write like this: to inspire others through teamwork, resilience, and the pursuit of excellence. See, combining values of motivation and purpose, right? Just see the statement. He wants to inspire others. Fine. How? Through teamwork. So he should necessarily have to build up teamwork abilities, building teamworks, and you should be resilient, strong enough in order to maintain good relationships. What for all these? The pursuit of excellence. I want to be very excellent in whichever way I go. So this kind of personal mission statements, if you just consider here, the three components. One is vision. Second one is purpose. Third one is values. So let's see how to craft a personal mission statement. Steps to develop. First point is self-reflection. See, please note that the personal mission statement cannot be in vacuum. See, this is your personal mission statement. Visualize yourself for 10-15 years, right? So that's it, very important. So first one is self-reflection. Think about your skills. Think about your interests first, passions, and what motivates you all through. Yeah, it is very important. The second, after self-reflection, you need to focus on skills. Identify your strengths. Focus on skills and attributes that are uniquely your own. So I think it's very important for you to cash on those skills and attributes you have. uniquely defined skill set for you. The third one is draft and refine. First of all, write a rough statement and refine it for clarity and impact. See, what you can't have a very well defined statement at the first instance itself. So make an attempt to make a rough draft of your statement, what you want to become after 10, 15 years, and refine it to for clarity and impact. And then, of course, having written the statement, take the statement to your mentor or somebody, a friend or a senior person whom you have a trust, like your teachers, for example. And this draft can be tested, test with feedback. So let them react on your statement, your personal mission statement. Ask mentors or peers for feedback and make adjustments. Yeah, it is very important. So it's your self reflection. Second one is identification of strengths, and then drafting and refinement of your statements, and testing with the feedback with mentors. For example, an MBA student in healthcare management, for example, and who is into healthcare management industry, like hospitals or whatever. His statement goes like this: to leverage data analytics in healthcare to improve patient outcomes and support better decision making. See, this is very important. See, when there's a healthcare goes on, and whether the patient care is attempted in a healthcare industry and hospital, and what are the patient outcomes when you're going to treat the patients, everything will be made into a big database, and you need to analyze this data. And where are we going? Are we for patient satisfaction oriented approach or not? So today, you see just what happens here. This statement goes very neat. An aspiration of an MBA student in healthcare management to leverage data analytics in healthcare to improve patient outcomes and support better decision making. See this clarity. He wants to enter into healthcare management. What he wants to do is he wants to create a database. What for? To improve patient outcomes. Patient outcome means what? Patient should get cured immediately, as fast as possible. And in the process of patient treating of patients, a lot of decisions that the healthcare managers need to take. So all these things must be monitored and must be leveraged. So this is how it goes. So I want to help here in data analytics in healthcare industry, like that. You see, these are the steps to develop personal mission statement. Choose your own industry, choose your own category to which you would like to enter, and then think of drafting a personal mission statement. That is a gateway for you to visualize your skills and your success stories when you walk into the employment market, mind it, or in a for an investment venture or an entrepreneurial activity or whatever. Well, let's examine again the goal setting strategies overview. We have already said in the earlier session itself that setting the goal is very, very important. Yes, of course. But then these goals must be smart. I've already told you earlier. Smart means here you need to set specific goals, not vague goals, measurable goals. Yes, it is measurable because you need to track at any given point of time what we have done and what exactly we need to do and all. Achievable goals, no distance goals, please. You have to think in terms of those which can be achieved with qualifications, training, expertise, skill upgradation, etc. And it should be relevant. What is your skill mix? What is your attitude, aspirations? All the goals must be relevant, otherwise it becomes dull, drab, and boring for you. So that is time bound, where you are going to achieve. That's why we say short term goals and long term goals. Let it be time bound. Next phase is visualization. Visualize the success. It's a mental picture, mind it. See why goals are fixed and why you run after goal achievement. First of all, create a mental picture. of your success and desired outcomes. Think, close your eyes, meditate, and visualize your success story. Yes, I become this, I become that. Please do, you're not thinking in vacuum minded. You're doing a lot of homework by upgrading your skills and all that, by drafting your personal mission statement. So, creating a mental picture of your success and desired outcomes, that is a visualization exercise. Then, of course, you need to share your goals with others for added support and motivation. Mind it. You identify your accountability partners. Let these partners be your trusted friends who know you much, your parents, for example, or your peers, for example, or your mentors, gurus, teachers, for example, or experts, for example, or psychologists, for example, or even big business industrialists, for example. Share the goals with them and for added support and motivation. They can suggest you, no, 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 this way, that way. You have to go, and this is the skill set you want to have if you would like to enter into this. All these inputs you can get if you can search for accountability partners and share the goals and for added support and motivation. For example, a student aiming to improve his leadership skills may join a professional networking club. Like, for example, you have, I don't know how many of you are in networking scenarios and social media. I suggest you to go with LinkedIn network. So you join a professional networking club and exchange your views and all that, set clear objectives, and regularly review progress with a mentor. Choose a mentor, choose a senior friend, a guru, a mentor, and then regularly interact with him or her and try to identify the goal achievement process. Are you doing well or not in this? All these things mean a lot for us. Please note, this is a very practical approach of handling your career growth plans. Mind it. Now, I've already told you this setting smart goals, and earlier also we talked about it very much. It is specific, it is measurable, it is achievable, it is relevant, and it is time bound. Absolutely time bound. Say, for example, a student sets a specific goal to complete a data analysis certification within 6 months to boost job prospects. Clear, very clear. See, it's a smart goal, defined exactly. Yes, established a criteria to measure the progress, and it is achievable depending upon his own skill levels, and it is relevant for his job objectives, and it is time bound, set 6 months. So that's how it need to be worked out. Then the visualization success is very interesting aspect here. You should not have any doubts in your minds why, whether it works or not. It is not thinking in vacuum. Mind it. It is a process of what you call visualizing a success. Why it works? Visualization prepares the mind and boosts confidence in you, and it makes goals feel achievable. Yes, it is definitely. It making goals feel achievable. That means whatever little hesitation you have, you need to wipe it out. So visualize the success. That means you need to motivate yourself. Internal process. It's called internal process. What is the method here? There's a scientific method, proven method of visualization. Picture yourself achieving the goal and imagine the emotions, skills, and results it brings. This is an imagination. It's completely a psychological process. It's an inner journey into yourself. Close your eyes, visualize, because you have a lot of skills already. You got a lot of things like goals are set, time periods are set, and all that. Now do this exercise for yourself. Picture yourself achieving the goal and imagine the emotions. See, rousing emotions you have, and not only see, you experience yourself and the skills and the results it brings. After this visualization exercise, you feel confident enough in order to upgrade yourself with skills and all that. Very, very interesting aspect. So, for example, an MBA student visualizes managing client projects confidently. For example, you're sent to internship program, right? They may ask you to prepare this or that project or whatever, or they may subject you to some survey or whatever. I think you have already completed this assignment. I'm just giving you an example. Confidently you can handle this any client projects. Of course, after this also you need to go for internships and to learn like the things that you have learned. So this kind of a thing, like visualizing managing client projects, and that kind of visualization enables you to excel in in your internships and also practice skills as such. So it's a completely a mental process of preparing yourself psychologically, so you have a lot of mental strength to accept that kind of assignments when you have. Just like that, for future goal management process also, this visualization process works minded. Now, few things to talk on short-term goals versus long-term goals. We were talking about mission and vision statements as such. So what are the short-term goals? There are immediate objectives like completing a certification or an assignment. For example, for you, immediate objective is to get a good score in the annual examination, coming up annual examinations in the next coming few months. That's a short term goal. Or if you have doing some sort of extra what do you call certifications or taking some assignments here and there, you need to identify, right? So they take this immediate objectives like completing a certification assignment or preparing well for the examinations. Next, of course, long term. These are all career goals. Which industry you want to enter? You want to enter a job, or I want to enter into an entrepreneurial activity, and what sort of things that I need to learn. Now, these are the goals in the long term that span over a year or more or require sustained effort. What is this sustained effort in order to learn more and get additional certifications, train yourself on certain set of skills and that's required for your aspirations, aspired jobs or whatever. So for example, a student's short-term goal is completing a coursework with high marks and attempting the examinations very well, while the long-term goal is to land in a role in strategic consulting. I want to enter into an MNC. I want to become a management consultant, an HR consultant, or a finance consultant, or a marketing consultant, whatever it is. So, if you would like to define yourself and your path over a period of time, that's what we mean by long-term goal. Short-term goal, immediately, complete your academic coursework, face the exam well, prepare for it, get good mark, get some additional certifications apart from your routine academic MBA program. That's a short-term exercise. And long-term exercise is for looking at the job you would like to enter, looking at the venture you would like to enter into, entrepreneurial journey, whatever it is. So how you are going to set the goals with your personal vision statements and mission statements, please note here. Goal setting strategy one, prioritization. See, there are number of goals in your mind. Naturally, because we need to look at this way, that way, and all. When you try to define yourself clearly, your pathway as such. So first, what is prioritization? First point is focus on impactful goals first. See, you need to avoid spreading efforts too thin by choosing the most crucial goals. See, you can't have all the goals achieved, multiple goals achieved at a time. Sort out. That's why what we have said, you have to go to the mentor, refine your goals, have a rough statement, refine your goals with the mentors, with the teachers, or with your parents, or somebody which you trust for some specialist advice. So focus on impactful goals first, not all goals. Then rank your goals. Yes. Identify which objectives bring the greatest return for you, your motivational levels, aspirational levels, etc. or align most closely with your mission statement. See, all goals are not suitable for all, mind it. See, you want to become a government officer, and somebody else want to become an entrepreneur. See, for both the parties, goals and goal achievement processes are significantly different. So if your goals are many, go for prioritization, focus on impactful goals according to your mission statement and your aspirations. Then rank your goals one, two, three. Pick one, the first one, second one, whatever. For example, a student facing multiple deadlines prioritizes studying to final examinations over extracurriculars. It's up to you. You have your with some that are busy with some extracurricular activity, postpone those things. Please do completely do away with, because your deadline is approaching and you need to prioritize study and preparation of examinations, as a matter of fact. So that's how, this is only an example. So focus on impactful goals, rank your goals and prioritize and set clearly. Prioritization is one. The goal setting strategy two, breaking down the goals. See, goals will always be very, very broader. So I want to become a government officer. I want to become a chief executive officer of a company. Fine, but then how? In which category you want to go? All these things count a lot. One, two, three, four steps. So, steps to divide large goals. One, divide into smaller tasks. So, if you want to become a government officer, IAS, what's that you need to do? First of all, have a very clear idea of how to get qualified to become an IAS officer. You need to have a full clarity over Union Public Service Commission examination pattern and the resources that you need to pick up. For example, Group 1, Group 2, State Services, State Service Public Service Examination Commission examinations. So this is how we need to work out. So divide into smaller tasks. Let me prepare for, let me have a very clear idea. Ask somebody to have to give you the clarity how to proceed. And second, having done that, set a milestone for each subtask. For example, yes, I must have to take the exam the next coming chance. Within, if I miss out the first, of course, you should not unnecessarily, what you call, be pessimistic. You may say, okay, if I miss out the first chance, I must complete at least by second chance. I must have to. For example, the first chance you got IPS, Indian Police Service, but your ambition is to go for IAS. Don't stop there. Take a second chance and take, because you have already tasted what is this Public Service Commission examination may mean. It gives you a lot of confidence. Go take the exam and then win over. Crack the exam. So set milestones for each subtask. How to prepare, how to take the exam, how to take notes, whom to consult and all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And celebrate small wins. For example, you may miss out the final goal, but then you need to celebrate all small wins. You get qualified for writing the examination stuff is good enough, and you have already what you call succeeded in getting your police service. That's a small win. Celebrate it. Small win, I need to say why it is small win, because you aspired for IAS. So that's what we mean. Or you'll end up in a group 1 service. Celebrate small wins to stay motivated. Never ever demotivate yourself. So that's it. Say, for example, you're doing a PhD program of a top university or an institute. Say, for example, how research scholar has to, any research scholar's ambition is to get a PhD, right? Doctor of philosophy. Okay, then thesis writing is important. So there are a few steps involved. Research scholar completing a thesis involves tasks like literature review. See, to identify the problem and such on which he has to study, she has to study. First of all, literature review. Second one is, having identified the problem, you need to go for that data collection, either primary data collection or secondary data collection. Then you go for data analysis with the help of statistical tools, and next one is start writing. Celebrate each win. For example, you have identified good things from literature review, celebrate the win. And you have completed data collection phase, fantastic. And then you go on for analysis, also completed. Yes, sit down for writing. All these things with your own timelines can help you to achieve the things. So goal setting strategy 2 is breaking down the goals into subtasks, whatever. Then goal setting strategy 3, using accountability partners. I have already told you, you should have to talk to your mentors. Can be gurus, can be parents, or can be some informed people who are therein. So why it works? So why should we go to a mentor? Mentor is some trusted individual on whom you have some sort of confidence. He is knowledgeable so that he can give us the necessary guidelines. Sharing goals with mentors increases your commitment and provides support and feedback, definitely, because once you go to the mentor, you are half sure, yes, I want to win this, I want to achieve this. So with this commitment, you go and discuss with them, and their ideas provide support and feedback for you. Mind it works differently. So identify your accountability partners, mentors. Then choosing the accountability partners is a very critical task. Mind it. Seek people with similar goals or mentor to offer advice. For example, you want to become IAS, then you need to consult all those whom you know that who already passed out and working in government services. That's what we mean. Even IPS, for example. Or if you want to become a good company executive, whatever. That's why I'm telling you, it cannot be face to face. Thanks to information technology oriented networking groups now available online, you can choose the accountability partners, go on and have an account opened in LinkedIn, somewhere I was telling you. So try to establish relationships and choose your accountability partners, like-minded partners, and they can offer you n plus one number of advisors. Minded. So a study group, for example, a study group sets a collective goal to complete an MBA project, meeting weekly to review progress and share resources. You can see in the project work, your mentor can be your faculty member or maybe a company official. This is how you need to refine yourself clearly, in terms of goal achievements as such. So that's what we mean. A goal setting strategy 3, using accountability partners. So there is your review and adjustment of goals. I have already told you that it's not a final what you call foolproof goal that you can write down in your uh, personal mission statement. No, you need to go for regular check-ins. See, once you start in the process of achieving the goals, then weekly or monthly evaluations help track progress and adjust goals as needed. For example, you want to become, again I tell you, government officer, whatever it is, take tests, practice tests, for example. So there are a lot of resources online today available, practice tests, so that that can help you where you're going, right? Okay, so weekly or monthly evaluations help track progress and adjust goals as needed. And second one is adapt and adjust. See, this kind of regular check-ins will give you a lot of feedback. Are we going good or not that good enough? Then of course that feedback can help you to adjust your goals if the circumstances change, or if new priorities emerge, new things to learn and all that. You need to go for your adaptation and adjustments. That's very important. So, for example, a student reassesses goals after starting an internship in the new field, for example, realizing they prefer this direction over their initial goals. You have a lot of initial goals to achieve internships, like in this industry, in that industry, or in that job, or in this job, or in this type of entrepreneurship activity, or their something like that. So I see, if you can start reviewing, and then you can have a very clear idea of adapting to new challenges, new priorities that emerge during the process of goal achievement. Nothing is fixed minded. Okay, all is well said with regard to scientific process of understanding your goal setting, personal goal setting process, and we have a very clear understanding of what to understand by what you call personal mission statements, how to draft, and all that. Everything is fine, but then there may be some obstacles, common challenges in this goal setting process. So, how to overcome these obstacles? First one is procrastination. See, it becomes confusing for you to sit down and write down your goals. So, what may happen is uh, if you have something like a postponement of things, like, say, for example, okay, tomorrow we'll write down. Day after, we can sit down and think about what I need to do in future. This kind of procrastination will lead you nowhere, please. So break tasks down and use time management strategies, mind it. So don't go for bigger statements. Break down the statements, what I need to do, what I need to do periodically. So that can give you a guideline to move faster. Otherwise, what happens is you are engulfed in procrastination. Procrastination is indefinite postponement. You should not do that. The second one is your goals must be as clear as possible. The second obstacle is lack of clarity. To avoid that, you revisit goals. That's why I told you you have to go and revise the thing on rough statements, go for mentors, assistants, and all. Revisit goals to ensure alignment with your mission statement. Nothing is perfect. See, so you can't have a very clear statements of your own in the initial period of time. So avoid that one. And lack of clarity can be attempted uh, when you go with revisiting of your goals, rewrite the statements for some sort of clarity over. The third important common obstacle challenge that you have is, if you write down the goal and you attempt the growth achievement process, you may fear that I may fail here. I'm sorry. Is it me that aspiring for IAS? No, no, no. It's absolutely funny and all. No. They please do not take that kind of unhappy mental excursions. And fear of failure must be attempted. Please note, this is a common challenge again. So what to do? Focus on growth and learning from setbacks. Attempt, first attempt, second attempt, yes. Then of course you come to know what are the areas of concern you improve upon. Instead of that, you should not get into the fear of failure and say, no, 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 I may not be a fitting person to this area, that area. No, please do not assume yourself like that. The fourth one, the first one is procrastination to be avoided. Provide some sort of clarity over goals. Lack of clarity is another challenge. Fear of failure is another challenge. When you see, for example, a student feeling overwhelmed with his workload. So, for example, you're loaded 21 papers to clear out over 4 semesters and all that, and you have a lot of assignments and a lot of project works and all, and in between you have to have employability skills learning and all. So we are overwhelmed by the workload. So you can go for a daily planner, sit down for 3 hours, 4 hours a day, and break down the tasks. First one, second one, third one, fourth one, like that. So go for manageable actions. So this is how you can overcome obstacles, minded, in goal setting process. So let me give you one real life example of goal setting process. Say, for example, an young entrepreneur is there. How we need to proceed? Entrepreneurship, I did not have to overemphasize because you are a student in entrepreneurship management paper also, I don't know. And you need to go for setting of smart goals, and you need to choose accountability partners, search for other mentors. For example, you have a lot of, like, for example, in the case of Telangana, you have T Hub, wherein entrepreneurial support system is there. There's a beautiful ecosystem today in India to support your entrepreneurial ventures minded. The startup culture is absolutely fine today. So even the state of Andhra Pradesh also is a sunrise state today. You have a very good governance now made available, and you try to look at those things. So you try to identify your accountability partners. Go to those support systems, and there are already project reports set there, and go review. And if it matches your interests, pick that one. And what are the financial implications? Will there be loans available? How to proceed? Everything is made available minded. Only thing is you need to identify accountability partners. So use smart goals and accountability partners to maintain consistency. So then if you do this kind of a exercise, by following this structured goal setting, the entrepreneur scaled his business and expanded to new markets and built a strong brand. It's a living example of an entrepreneurial success story. So it is a systematic fashion how they are going to approach this goal setting, right from goal setting process to final achievement as such. So the final thoughts before we close, my dear friends. What are the key learnings here? First one is importance of your mission statements, meaning that if you do not have any clarity of yourself, what to take up and not, nobody can help you. Yes, it is. So you need to identify the importance of mission statements, carefully writing down your mission statements. Take the help of your mentors. They provide direction and motivation to pursue long term objectives as such. Then, of course, I have already repeatedly telling you that you need to have smart goals and go for visualization again. Don't stop there. Visualize. It's a mental process. Create a mental picture that you have done the. I mean, you have achieved this goal, and I'm ready to get into challenges. I'm resourceful. I got all the inputs. Make a visual mental picture, create a visual goals and increase success rates minded. And then of course is it's not a final finish exercise. Continuous review is very much necessary. I have already telling you, regular check-ins are very important to ensure resilience and adaptability. You should be stronger enough. If you something like, you identify some failures here and there, that those are the learning points for you. You should not get lost in the process. No fear, please. Fear of failure, no. You fail, it's a learning point. Be resilient. Learn new skill. Learn new things. Be resilient. Be adaptable to newer challenges. And the final thought for all of us to understand is setting goals in alignment with your core values. Don't get unnecessarily be compelled by somebody. Don't push yourself to rough weathers and uninteresting, non-interesting areas of operation. So this kind of setting goals in alignment with your core values leads to meaningful achievements and personal fulfillment minded. Very, very interesting to note now. So, friends, it is very interesting to talk on personal goal achievement process. And I suggest that you should have this scientific process to be accepted by yourself. So I just end the presentation here, and I